So just start cross-legged, starting with the breath. So just paying attention to your breathing. You can place one hand on the stomach, the other hand on the chest. Keep the spine nice and straight. And we're going to inhale deep into the belly. Keep inhaling all the way to the top. Make sure you're taking deep breaths here. And exhaling slowly. And also make sure you exhale all the air out. And again, inhaling. Just do it in your own time. Make sure you take it through the whole range. Breathe nice and slow. You want to sort of get used to this pattern of breathing. Breathing deep into the belly first before our lungs raise. Our belly needs to raise first. The more we do it, the more natural it becomes. So don't worry if you don't get it right straight away, especially during when you're holding the asana. You'll be coming back to the breath, the whole practice, so we'll make sure that we get it nice and correct. And one more. And from this position, when you exhale, we want to get into the tabletop here. Make sure it's nice and flat here. Press into your palms. Stay nice and strong, nice and straight. And from this position, we're going to start to do a cat-cow. So I'm going to inhale, curl the spine down, looking up. And then exhale, slowly moving the spine upwards, starting from the bottom, moving upwards. Let's move as slow as we can. Inhaling. Moving with the breath. Even if we do a few, that's all right. The main thing is doing it as slow as we can, really controlling the spine here, taking it through the range, being aware of your spine the whole time. This position is not really about stretching the spine or the back. It's really more about kind of finding it inside of your body, becoming aware of it. So that later on, when we're doing other poses, twists, and all that, pay attention to the spine rather than just twisting, putting extra pressure. Exhale, help again. Just go back to neutral. Are you ready? Get into a plank. Staying here. Breathing here, making sure we're opening the space between the shoulder blades, really pressing into the shoulders here. Starting to shift forward, bending the arms. Slowly lowering ourselves down, untucking the toes first, and then bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Nice and gentle on the spine. making sure our lower body is on the floor and the upper body is staying upright. We want to almost straighten the back and only have that bend in our lower back. You can almost see it as a hinge backwards. Making sure you're keeping the shoulders away from the ears, really press into the shoulders here. Exhale, release. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. We're going to lift up both the chest and the feet, so whenever we're exhaling. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, lift up. Reach the fingers towards your heels. Keep breathing here. Don't hold your breath. Exhaling down, release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And from this position, rather than lifting up all the way, we're just going to lift up the upper body again. So this is the cobra. We're going to press into the elbows. And we're just staying here. So keeping the lower body on the ground once again. And the upper body is staying up. Just taking the spine a little bit deeper. Here, if you want to go deeper, you can look up and just relax your head all the way down. So, release. Tuck the toes, keep the arms, hands where they are. And from here, we're just going to press up into plank. And just walk your feet forward to the front of the mat. Standing up. Conscious movements. So now we're in Tadasana, mountain pose. Again, deep breaths into the belly. Just take a few breaths, coming back to the breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, spreading the arms. Let's bend the knees slightly and then just start to bring the back down. Make sure your spine is nice and straight here. So feet are together. Knees are slightly bent, and we want to make sure that we bring our body close to the knees, close to our thighs. So we're creating a hinge here with our back straight, exhaling down. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening the legs, flattening the back. So we can either keep our hands on our shins, on our feet, or if we can reach, we can keep them on the floor. Again, exhaling down. And stay here for a couple breaths. If your knees are bent, you can straighten one leg at a time here. Again, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, I'm going to bend my knees until my hands can touch the floor. And from here, I'm going to step or float the feet back. So I'm going to jump up and back if I'm floating them. Up, back, And then start to shift forward over the wrists, bending the arms, chaturanga. Staying here, just slightly above the mat if we can, without touching the mat floor. Untuck the toes, and then pressing up into an upward facing dog. Looking up, really curling your neck. Exhaling, let's switch over to the downward facing dog position. So the knees are bent first. Start your first downward dog of the day. Make sure you're opening your shoulders first before you start to extend your legs. Walk your dog on the spot. Making sure we're just bringing one heel towards the mat and the other. Straighten both legs. Let's lift up the left leg, keeping the right leg where it is. Reach that heel down. Point the other foot. Looking between the hands, I'm going to slowly start to bring this knee towards my chest. And then slowly step it between my hands. So notice here, I'm going to drop my heel. So the heel behind drops sideways. And then from this position, I'm going to raise my upper body without moving anything. I've already established my warrior stance. So I'm just going to lift up. Warrior one. Stay strong here. Again, try to breathe deep into the belly. Exhale, warrior two. Keeping the shoulders nice and away from the ears. Now I'm going to start to reach my right arm forward. Bring both arms together. And then bring my body close to this knee here. So I'm going to bring my body close. Keep floating until I can float this leg up. Warrior three, bring your hands to the chest. Or you can also extend them forward if you can. This is a very strong position here. Inhaling, raising up to tree. I'm going to bring this leg up inside my thigh. And just stay here. Finding the balance. Find a spot to look at and just, without moving your gaze, breathe deeply into your stomach. So here we're actively trying to rotate our hip, open it up. Once I find the balance, I can extend my arms up. Really extend them all the way here. Standing. I'm going to bring them back to my chest and then bring this leg on top of this knee. So my right leg goes on top of the left knee, and here we're moving on to a standing pigeon. Making sure our spine is nice and straight, just get as low as you can here. Inhale, standing back up. Let's take this leg back and across. And then I'm going to bring my right hand down on the floor. Left hand reaches up. Really making sure we're opening that chest up, creating that line. From this position, I like to look down, and I'm going to bring my left hand down in front of this foot. So right in front of my toes here. Place it down, and from here I'm going to float this right leg up, and then my right hand goes up as well. So I'm going to switch over. Half moon pose here. Making sure we're staying nice and sideways. And then let's drop the foot back. So our feet are about 1 meter apart. We're in a triangle pose, Trikonasana. It's just continuous. We're still doing the same side. So I'm gonna exhale, moving down towards that foot. So still the left foot is in front. Left hand goes either on the outside of the foot or on the shin. And the right hand goes up. Looking at the right hand here. Again, making sure we're sideways here. Open the chest up. Bring your hips in. And we keep down, inhaling, raising up. From this position, I'm going to bring my right hand across. So I'm going to do a reverse triangle, Chitta Trikonasana. Bring it across. And then from here, I'm going to either place it on my shin, on my foot, or on the outside of the foot if I can reach. And once again, from here, I'm trying to get my body close to this left hip. Really bring it close. Make sure you twist really deeply here. Feel the stretch on your outside. Just go as deep as you can. Don't need to push too much. And looking down, I'm going to inhale, raise up. Take a step forward. And we're back into Tadasana. Let's take a few breaths here. Feet together, shoulders are relaxed down. Just going to do the same thing on the other side. It's going to be faster. Just going to be moving with the breath. So inhaling up. Exhaling. Now we're keeping our knees nice and straight. Just making sure we're going nice and low here, forward fold. Exhale all the air out, moving as low as we can. And then inhaling, lifting up halfway, flattening the back. Now I'm going to bring my hands, if I can reach the floor, I can also place my hands underneath my feet, step onto my hands here, exhale, and then go deep into the fold again. Inhaling, halfway lift. Now I'm going to place my hands back behind. If you want to go deeper, you take it behind the feet. And fold even deeper here. So this is an even deeper fold. Again, inhaling, release, halfway lift. And bending the knees, exhaling, stepping the feet back, chaturanga. Still exhaling down, keep exhaling. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Nice and strong, deep breaths into the belly. Lifting up the right leg. Reaching that left heel down towards the mat. Really making sure we're putting the weight on it. Stretching out our foot. The other foot is pointed. And I'm going to look inside my hands. Slowly bring this knee into the chest. Slowly step it inside. Making sure we're staying nice and square here. So drop the heel first once again. And then inhaling, standing up. Warrior one on the right side. Warrior two. Staying nice and low here. Really strong position. Bringing the left hand across the body. Start to shift forward. Bring the body forward. And again, warrior three, either at your chest or extended, really strong. Bring this leg back up, standing up, tree pose. So now our left leg goes inside, balancing on the right foot. Again, deep breaths into the belly. Making sure you're taking advantage of these poses. Slow it down, slow down your breath. Bring the hands back down to the chest. Let's place this foot on top of the knee, and I'm going to start to bend this right knee, keeping my back nice and straight. And inhaling, standing back up. Let's take this foot back and across. Bring this left hand this time on the inside of the right foot. The right hand goes up. Make sure you're nice and open here. And looking down, let's bring this right hand in front of this foot. And I'm gonna float to the other side. So I'm gonna float this other leg up. Making sure you open up here, really open up your chest. If you can get it nice and straight, you can also try to balance without anything, just on your foot only. And let's drop the foot back down. Really strong in our legs. We're really toning up those calves. Trikonasana on the right side. Exhaling down. Make sure you open up that chest. Bring that shoulder back. Twist from the bottom of your spine. Bring the hips in. Nice and sideways here. Looking down, inhaling, coming up. Taking this left hand across. And again, I'm going to twist from the bottom of my body. So I'm not just going to reach, I'm going to twist at the top and then start to reach. Reverse triangle. Really strong position here again. And let's look down, inhaling, coming back up. And once again, take a step forward. A few moments here, coming back to the breath. Let's take a couple more breaths. Really focusing on that standing sequence today. So we're still not finished with the standing. I'm going to prepare to step my left foot back behind. So you're going to step it quite wide, maybe 1.5 meters apart. So I'm going to step it back in and then turn both feet inside. So I'm facing the side of the mat here. I'm going to take an inhale. Reach my chest up. And exhale, I'm going to start to point my right foot forward and twist with my body, keeping that heel sideways. And again, inhale, reach the chest up. Now I'm going to exhale, I'm going to start to bend this leg, coming down. Placing my right hand on the outside of the right foot. And the left hand goes sideways here, reaching nice and forward. Making sure you're reaching that chest up as well, staying sideways. Open up. Looking down, inhale, raise up, using your legs only. Now I'm going to take this other hand, bring them together, start to bend this knee again, and then hook my left elbow. Staying in the twisted position here. So you can either stay here, this is the first variation. The second variation is if you can get your body nice and close to this foot, you can actually bring your armpit inside, and I'm going to place this hand on the outside of the foot. Reach up. It's a really, really deep twist here. And inhaling. Again, standing back up. Facing the side of the mat again. Let's bring back again. So we reset here, Tadasana. This time we're going to step the other foot. So the right foot steps back. Exhaling, stepping the right foot back. And facing the side of the mat here. So you can see it from the other side here. I'm really curling down, opening the chest up, relaxing my head down. Twisting here, pointing my left foot forward. We're really twisting from the bottom here, so from our waist. Nice and square here. Exhaling. And coming down, so the left hand goes on the outside of the left foot. Doing the other side, same thing. Open your chest up. Nice and strong here. Keep your legs engaged. Make sure both your heels are on the ground. Inhaling back up. Extend both legs. And let's take this hand across. Same thing. So either the first twist here, or the second variation of bringing this hand inside. Twisting here. Let's look down, inhaling, coming back up. Now we're going to bring toes in. I'm just going to turn here. The toes are inside, the heels are on the outside. Maybe widen your stance even more, just as wide as you can go. And make it easier for you to fold down. So inhaling, reaching the chest up, relaxing the head down. Just bringing our hands onto our sides here. And from this position, I want to make sure that I'm keeping my back nice and straight coming down. Facing forward. Exhaling, still going lower and lower as I exhale. Place my hands down. Still exhaling. Trying to bring my elbows down now. Just go as low as you can here. If you already got to your mats, just stay there, breathe. So if you get really low, you can actually place the top of your head down onto the mat here. Make sure your legs are nice and straight. Inhaling, let's extend the arms, halfway lift, flatten the back. Now I'm going to reach for my toes. So grab my toes from both sides and then exhale, fold. Again, just as deep as I can go. Inhale, let's extend the arms again, halfway lift. And then from this position, we're going to inhale all the way up. Now I'm going to turn, so I'm going to turn the heels inside. So my foot is right alongside the mat here. So this is a balancing pose. So the heels are in, toes are outside. And here we want to squat down. This is what's called the goddess pose. Just trying to balance here. So this is stretching out your inner thighs here. You're really trying to open it up. Getting lower. Really strong position here. And let's extend the legs. Step back to the front of the mat. Extend the arms. Back to Tadasana. Just a few more last poses of the standing sequence. So inhaling up. Arms are together, hands are together. And I'm going to exhale, slowly bend my knees. Making sure my spine is nice and straight here, chair pose. Hold it here. Start to exhale again, lower. Hold it here. Come up to the toes. Lower. So here we want to squat down without actually placing our hips down. So if you can try to place the heels down by bringing your body forward. So open your knees. Bring your body inside of your knees here. So this is the yogi squat. Really strong position here. So if your feet are together, you can actually bring your body down towards the mat here and then wrap your hands around and behind and then just grab them together here, just at your feet. Staying here. This is really helping us to bring that hinge closer. So the upper body with our lower body. And let's release our hips down. First time sitting. Feels good. Bring the feet together. Butterfly pose. So I like to just move it around, fly it a little bit. So the key here is to really bring your knees down. So maybe sometimes what you can do here is you can bring one knee down first and then the other. Make sure your spine is nice and straight. Straighten the spine, pull onto the toes. Start to come forward here with the spine straight and exhaling down. Rolling forward. You want to try to bring your elbows in and then towards the ground here. Holding as low as you can. Just let your body do the work. Let gravity work for you. Relax your lower back. Make sure there's no tensions. Inhaling up. Now I'm going to bring my hands behind my hips, step my feet. And then from this position, I'm going to lift my hips up. Create a tabletop here. Relax your head down. And then exhale, let's bring the hips down through the hands. And sitting here. Now I'm gonna bring my left foot inside. Staying nice and square with my shoulders, point my toes towards me. Reach for my foot. And then exhale, pull onto this foot, just pull over this leg. You can get low enough, maybe you can bring your elbows down towards the mat as well. Inhale up. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to bring this leg over and down. So I'm going to stretch out this foot a little bit. Bring it all the way in, next to you. Put some weight on it. And again, inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, start to reach for this foot. Holding down. Make sure you're staying nice and square here. And inhale, come up. In this position, you want to reach for this foot, the same foot, maybe bend it a little bit, bring it in, and then we're going to lift it up. Just lifting it up in the air. Try to extend it here. We really want to bring it in close to the body. And release it down. Now I'm going to step the other foot. So really step it as close to your hips as possible. Again, point the toes. And I'm going to bring this hand inside. So I'm going to bring the hands together, bring inside, and then just start to fold down. And when I'm at the lowest position here, I want to try to wrap my hand around this foot here. As low as you can. And release. Keep the foot where it is. Maybe readjust, bring it even closer. We really want to make sure that we're almost like balancing on this foot. I want to like kind of bring my center of balance over this heel, over the ankle. Now, I'm going to bring this right hand on the inside. Bring this left hand back behind. Bend this arm 90 degrees. Inhale. And then exhale, twist. And I'm going to look inside the shoulder here. So I'm going to look inside of my body. Again, this is the first variation. The second variation would be to actually wrap this on. The way you wrap it is you have your thumb up and then you bring it down. And then from this position, you just wrap and then bring the other hand together. So just whatever works for you. Again, we're looking inside the shoulder. this heel is nice and close so that we can keep our spine nice and straight. If my heel is here and I try to do the same thing, my spine is not really straight, I'm falling back behind, but if I bring it in, I can stay nice and upright. Just exhale, release. And let's do the other side. So I'm going to bring this other leg in. Straighten the back. And exhale, folding down. Inhaling, coming back up. Take this foot up, cross, stretch out my foot, and the same thing, holding down. A little faster. Inhaling up, and try to lift this foot up as you come up. So we're both stretching this foot, and at the same time, we're bringing our body close to this foot. So we're stretching out this hamstring here. Really strong position. Exhale, release it down. Let's bring this foot up and down. So really bring this heel in again. Hug it nice and close to you. Bring your arms inside of this knee. And here, what you can do is you can pull yourself down to fold, and then from here, you can wrap your arms around. Point the toes towards you. Let's release it. Bring this right hand back behind. And then hook this other hand. Readjust here. Make sure you're nice and close to the heel. Exhale, twist, and we're looking inside the shoulder. So you can try both variations. Again, you can extend your arm, bring the thumb in. Staying nice and straight. Make sure your spine is straight here. Feet come forward, and we're just going to fold over both legs. Exhale down. Breathe deep into the belly here. You can feel your lower back opening up as you breathe deep into the belly. And let's come back up. Inhale. I'm gonna point my toes. Lift up into both. And release. Let's just come a little bit closer forward. Make sure our body is nice on the mat here so that when we lay down, our head can touch the mat as well. We're going to bring our knees to the chest. Let's roll side to side. Wherever your legs, your spine, listen to your body. Make sure your lower back is on the floor here. Keeping the spine nice and flat. And then from this position, I'm going to extend my legs and then bend my knees 90 degrees. So I've got 90 degrees in my knees and in my waist. And then I'm going to drop the legs to the side, so left side first. Extend both arms. Hopefully you guys have space. And we're just going to relax here. We're looking at the opposite side from our legs. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Adjust your hips here. Extend both hands, both arms. So really make sure that you have the 90 degrees from your stomach to your knees, and then from your knees to your ankles. Bring the knees back into the chest, come back to neutral. And now I'm going to take an inhale deep into the breath, into the belly, and then exhale. Drop the legs down, drop the arms. Getting into Shavasana here, make sure you're taking as much space as you need. Palms are facing up. I'm just going to stay here for a few breaths. body scan. Relax your ankles, relax your toes, your fingers, your wrists, your shoulders, your neck, and your lower back. You can feel the belly raise up as we breathe, so deep breaths into the belly again. Slow it down. Relax the stomach. Let it breathe. Exhale, hold the air out as well. Each breath, we feel our bodies getting lighter and lighter as if we're starting to lift up from the mat. Feeling weightless. By letting go of all the tensions in our body, this is how we should feel every day. Really weightless, without any tensions, telling us how we should move, how we should think. Slowly getting rid of them one by one. So let's start from the top of the head and moving down towards the bottom. And then we're going to move back up. So starting with the neck, your chest, your shoulders, your upper arm, your elbows and your lower arm, forearms, wrists, upper hand and your palm, your fingers, moving back up to the chest, stomach, upper back, lower back, your sides, your rib cage, and your waist. And moving down, your hips, your quads, your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your heels, top of the foot, and the sole of the foot, and of course your toes. There's usually some tension there, release the tension. Now let's pay attention to the lower part of the body only. So from the waist down, we're gonna just become aware of our legs in this space. Keep paying attention to it. And then let go. Let's move up to the stomach again. Lower back. Release any tensions that's left in your lower back. You want to really make sure our spine is nice and relaxed. Still becoming lighter and lighter. Moving up towards the chest, the shoulders. Again, the fingers and your wrists have to be relaxed. Let's come up to the face. There's usually some tension in your face, and you may not realize it. It's always there every day, every moment. Let's just slowly start to release it. So starting from your eyebrows, we're going to look up towards the center
center of the eyebrows to the top of the head. And then let go. Now we're back to paying attention to the breath. Body's just there. We can really maybe see it from the side here or from the top. Looking at our body in the space in this room. See the automatic breathing of our body. You really see that our body really takes care of itself. All our digestion, muscle growth, animals or any sort of process inside of your body is there. It's very automatic. You're just here to observe. So you can maybe thank yourself and thank your body for getting through the practice today. For showing up, for really doing something that's